Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans, it's confirmed Luna is alive and Lee is hiding her away. But what's Lee's motive? Why is she doing this? We're going to get into that. And also, Nick has a proposal planned for Brooke, but Eric is going to try to convince Nick not to propose. And also, Finn is becoming very suspicious on two fronts. So let's get into what all the spoilers are telling us for this week as we soon head into August. So we saw Lee today tell Finn she's taking a leave of absence. Interesting. Finn thought it odd that his mother was taking a break, and Lee told Finn there's something she has to take care of, something she needed to do a long time ago. Oh boy, could this be what we think it is? And yes, the speculation was proven true as Luna now is confirmed to be in Lee's care. We saw Lee enter a secret room where she's hiding Luna away, and Luna is hooked up to machines on a hospital bed and in Lee's care. Soon we'll see Lee tell Luna that she's determined not to let Luna die. Lee is on a mission to save her niece. But why is Lee doing this? Lee has sympathy for Luna because of Luna's upbringing and being raised by Poppy, Lee's sister, who Lee thinks put her own needs before Luna's that Poppy did. So it looks like Lee now is going to try and give Luna a second chance to recover her back to full health, and also maybe try and influence Luna and reform her somehow. We know Luna's crimes and redemption is going to be a difficult road for Luna, but anything's possible. We're seeing Sheila now gain some redemption and maybe some acceptance from Steffi. This week, spoilers say Lee's evasiveness about Luna will unsettle Sheila. Sheila, of course, wants to say her final goodbye to Luna, but Lee will say that that can't happen and that Lee already made all of the arrangements and there's nothing she can do. Deacon will be there for Sheila and emotionally support Sheila as Sheila laments losing her granddaughter. And we'll have to see, though, if Sheila, though, starts to become suspicious that Lee is up to something. And I'm just guessing here, but maybe Sheila will end up following Lee one of these days, maybe to Lee's hideout and find Luna, maybe in the near future, but I'm just speculating on that. Finn, too, will definitely have his suspicions, too, I think, about what Lee could be up to. And speaking of suspicions, Finn is also very suspicious about Dr. Grace's surgery on Liam, and Finn checked the incisions. Liam's surgical incisions, and Finn said they were smaller than he expected. Interesting. Could this be another clue that there wasn't a surgery at all? Was this all a scam on Grace's part to get that money from Bill? And we saw Grace outside the door, listening in with a worried expression. So we know Grace is hiding something. She's talking to someone. She seems under pressure. Finn's going to be suspicious now on two fronts, with Lee and what Lee could be up to, and of course with Dr. Grace as well. So stay tuned to see Finn start to do some investigating. But back with Lee, we know Lee has a secret agenda to bring Luna back to full health and give her that second chance. Lee believes Luna never had a chance with Poppy, so this is Lee's way of trying to fix things. But inevitably, Lee's secret is going to get out. More characters are going to find out about Luna, so stay tuned as this intriguing story heats up. But Luna is alive, so now we know. And over in beautiful Naples, Italy, we saw all of the lovely scenery on our screens, and this week expect plenty of fashion excitement, but also romance. Nick has a plan, a proposal plan for Brooke. We saw Nick pull out that ring, and he's been anticipating this moment to get Brooke away in Italy, where it looks like Nick plans to propose to Brooke on the water. Spoilers say Nick fantasizes about proposing to Brooke, and also Eric warns Nick not to propose. We've seen Eric glancing suspiciously Nick's way too, and we know Eric doesn't want Nick to interfere between Brooke and Ridge, even though Ridge is engaged to Taylor. But Eric believes in Brooke and Ridge's destiny to be together, so Eric doesn't want Nick to interfere with any of that. Eric's going to hold the line this week, telling Ridge that he needs to decide. But it looks like Ridge already has. Ridge seems to be moving on with Taylor, but Eric knows Ridge's heart. Eric has even been warning Ridge that he could lose Brooke forever to Nick, and now Nick's going to propose, so Eric will try and put a stop to that, but how? Nick is determined, and he has a date planned with Brooke on the water. Nick has big plans. He wants a new chapter, a new life with Brooke, and he wants to get that started in Italy. He wants to marry Brooke. But Brooke only has one man on her mind, and that's of course Ridge. Spoilers say Brooke is overwhelmed with memories of being with Ridge in Capri. Also, Nick and Ridge get into a heated disagreement this week over Brooke, and the tension has been building between the two half-brothers, so we'll see how this confrontation unfolds this week. And back in LA, Donna told Taylor, we know there's only one guy that can make Brooke happy, and that of course is Ridge, but Taylor is definitely supporting Nick's desire to reunite with Brooke. This of course is because Taylor wants Brooke to move on from Ridge. After all, Taylor's engaged to Ridge, but we know Ridge is still conflicted. Taylor isn't worried though, but Donna told Taylor, if I didn't know any better, I would think that you are worried something's going to happen between Brooke and Ridge in Italy. But Taylor said, if I was worried, I'd be there, but I'm not. I trust Ridge. But Taylor thinks Brooke is going to use this business trip to make a move on Ridge. But it doesn't look like Brooke's going to do that, but fate will intervene. Nick wants to take Brooke out on the water, and at some point he's going to propose, and we don't know the timeline of events and how all of this is going to play out, but I'm curious about the boat that Nick's going to use. Nick seems to be in a hurry. Could the boat not be ready? Will there be some sort of jam or malfunction with the boat? I'm just wondering, could this lead to the accident we know will happen with Brooke? Maybe, maybe not. But we do know fate is going to bring Brooke and Ridge back together somehow. Something will happen, and Ridge will rescue Brooke, and he'll realize that Eric was right, that Brooke is the only one for him, his Logan. So stay tuned this week as we see all the exciting scenes that will lead up to this pivotal moment that we've been anticipating all summer. Brooke and Ridge are destined to reunite, so stay tuned. The next few weeks will bring amazing drama and beautiful scenery as we're seeing on our screens now, so don't miss a moment. We'll keep the updates coming. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Watch The Bold and the Beautiful, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.